catch us now, and we are in Kathmandu still. You're in for a little bit of a different one today. Normally we've got these highly edited videos, but we're going to take you through a walk through different areas of Kathmandu. I'm going to keep this very raw so you can kind of get an idea of the environment that we're in and that you might be in if you want to come. We're walking through a local bazaar right now, and it's actually quite tranquil at the moment. We came yesterday and it was pure chaos. So we might walk through the corner in a minute and expect to find an absolute mountain of scooters, a complete risk of losing your toes, and we'll see how many times I get asked if I want to buy drugs today. It's been 4 already on the way. So have you had anyone come up to you yet?
No, not yet, but we have seen a few strange characters.
Xiomara tends to get left alone. I'm not sure whether it's because she's a girl, whether she's dark and maybe she gets confused for a local. Well, they certainly come up to me as blondie, ginger, white guy. I'm target number 1.
Yeah, people comes to me, but they say, oh, you look Nepalese, you look Nepalese. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I can kind of blend in this society.
This is where we're at. So as you see, you get these little squares and it's just full. Every little corner has got something going on. No, thank you. Which way should we go? This way?
This way, this way.
You'll see as we're walking, everything is just, yeah, it's mania. Busy, it's chaotic. There's motorbikes you've got to watch out for. You know, you see how close everything is. You'll see as I'm walking just how close the bikes get behind you. You know, it's amazing actually. We've been here for a week so far and haven't seen one accident or any bump or anything. We did see a guy last night who was bleeding from his face. It looked like he took a good whack. He was a bit drunk, to be fair. And that's another point. Last night we went out for some food and we've not had one drop of alcohol since being here, and it's purely based on price. Surprisingly, you know, everything in this country is very cheap, but the alcohol is super expensive. You want to get a bottle of beer, I haven't seen it any cheaper than like 500 rupees, which you're getting onto more expensive than England. So it's a wonder that any local actually drinks here, to be honest. You see where we are now, we're coming into a big square. What day is it today? It's Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, today's Thursday.
So this is a Thursday, not a Saturday, not a main day. But you see, very busy. This is a city with a lot going on. Don't expect too much peace, if I'm honest, in the centre. But if you're looking for a wild time, you're looking for chaos, you're looking for excitement, then this may very well be your place, because you've got a mix of everything going on here, all intertwined with the old architecture. And you look down here and you see about 1 million people. What I would say about this city that I've kind of come to learn after a week here is that it's a tale of contrasts. It's a city of two tales. You've got the haves and the have-nots, the rich, the poor. You've got this oxymoron of religion and spirituality mixed in with what's the word for it? I'm not sure, but basically you see these places, these dancing bars, the alcohol. Yeah, it's a tale of two halves, to be honest. What are you going to say to me?
No, really nothing. I just...
Nothing? You were trying to grab my attention?
No, I was trying to...
She's saying, Wayne, you're chatting shit again, shut up.
No, not at all. Talking the truth about what's going on in here.
We spoke to some local people to kind of find out not just what they like about living here, but what they dislike about living here. And one of the things that was mentioned is kind of this, like I say, contrast between the rich and the poor, the haves and the have-nots. There's some signs here of extreme poverty, and on the reverse of that, people with wealth. You know, they send their kids to private schools, they drive nice cars. You've also got this idea of religion and cow worship, but then you've also got these bars selling beef burgers. So, as I say, it's a bit of an oxymoron of a place, but extremely busy. This is a people on the ground kind of city. Everything going on in every little nook and cranny. Every bit of space utilised for business, for sleeping, for eating, for parking. And as you see now, we're coming into a bit of a wider space. We're going to make our way down this way. We are heading in the direction of the tourism centre, where you buy your Tim's card and your permits for the treks. We're not buying those right now, but we're heading that way just because it's an interesting little walk. You're going to see more things that are not your typical tourist garbage in Tamil. We've also seen on the map that there are some interesting things over there, so hopefully we might find something to keep you entertained. Yesterday evening, we decided that we were actually going to go out and have a beer, or at least find one. In the end, it was a pretty unsuccessful trip. But what we did do is go to Durbar Square again, and what we found was that during the evening, because there are businesses there, there's no admission fee. Now, of course, it's not the same experience, it's dark. You can't go into the palace where the Kumari is, things like that. But if you want to just have a little nose around and look at the buildings, maybe going at night is a good idea. On the flip side of that, we had to kind of make our way back to our hotel. This was 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night, and it very quickly became extremely sketchy. The streets emptied, the vendors had gone. There were a few stalls on the street selling fruit and vegetables, seems to be when the locals had come out, but it really turned into a place of unusual, dark, worrisome characters. It was not a nice walk back to the hotel, if I'm honest. Me and Xiomara kind of got our skates on and walked as fast as we could without really trying to make ourselves look like we were nervous, trying to do the confident Conor McGregor walk, like don't mess with me. But in reality, it was a little bit of a nervous moment, because I did feel like we might have been targeted for a robbery. I was walking and thinking, you know, I hate to say it, I hate to highlight it, but we are the haves. We're the people here who are privileged, and so it makes you an easy target for the wrong person. So I would recommend, if you're staying in Tamil or any of these places in the city, be mindful of the time it goes dark and don't stay out too late. And so right now, we ourselves are kind of racing against the clock with that, because it gets dark here at the minute around 6:30. It's currently about 2:30. Now, it sounds a lot of time, but we're on a fairly long walk. And so we've got to be careful and mindful that we have enough time to get back. Because as you see, we are not really in the centre near our hotel. And after last night's experience, I don't want a repeat, if I'm honest. This way, or is it this way? It's this way, isn't it? Yeah. So you will spot the odd tourist this way, because of course the tourism centre is down that road. But I find that down this way, most people are coming in taxis, because on the map it's far, and maybe a lot of people who come to Kathmandu don't intend on spending time here. 1-2 days tops, and then they're off for the treks. So maybe somebody's organised the permits on their behalf, or they just want to get in a taxi, get there quick and get out. But we're here a bit longer. We like to travel deeply, travel and see things a little bit more authentically. So we get on our feet, we use our legs, we're privileged to travel, and we're well aware that we're privileged that we're able to have this ability. A lot of people don't. So get on your legs, use your feet and explore.
Yeah, definitely around here there is less tourists as the one that you find in Tamil. But yeah, obviously, as Wayne said, it's probably because people around here prefer coming in taxis. It's a long walk, it's a chaotic walk because you need to go into all the crowd, where feels a little bit unsafe sometimes. But yeah, you just have to get through that fear and just use your legs, be alert, and just do it. Because yeah,
just do it.
Just do it. That's the thing. Just do it.
We've made a decision that tomorrow we're going to go to Pokhara. We do some reading, and we've basically found out that there's been some really bad weather in the Annapurna region. It's caused some landslides. It's not safe for us to go right now. They're only just opening up the tracks. So we're going to delay that. We're going to head to Pokhara tomorrow and buy ourselves some time. I heard it's also a little bit cheaper than here. Not that you can get much cheaper, but hopefully we can find some trekking gear there a bit better priced. Say while you're on it. Now, back on the topic of what I was saying about this being a tale of two halves, of oxymorons, of opposites. Right here you've got one of the centers of Buddhism and Hinduism in the world, strong religions that have foundations of their faith upon good morals, of karma, of good intentions. I don't know how you're expecting me to walk here. Of good intentions, good people, and where the opposites really come in is that you have to be very careful of the characters, because despite those good morals and those really strong beliefs, this is a city of some people who are below the breadline, struggling. And when you have people in dire situations like that, it can create situations where people resort to desperate measures. And so it is potential. Sorry for the unusual cameraman today who seems to have forgot their instructions.
Well,
you find people resort to desperate measures, and so all I'm saying is you just have to be a bit wary of the characters. You do find a lot of people coming up to you, particularly me, in the centre, asking if you would like to smoke something. That happens to me, I would say, at least minimum 10 times a day. You do have a lot of shady characters, so keep your belongings on you, be aware of the space around you. Xiomara. Yeah, as you can see now, the building opposite us is the Nepal Tourism Board. This is where you buy your TIMS card. Now, there is a lot of places in the city that are travel agents. You might find them on Google. The way they've named these places, Government Tourism Office, Approved Tourism, You buy your Tim's card here. And as I say, this is kind of far out. You've seen how far we've walked. It's, you know, in a taxi maybe it's better for you, but walking wise, 15 minutes. Now we'll see if we can find something else.
Yesterday we came here to the tourism place, and we find out that the attention was really good. They resolve all your queries, and also it's quite cheap. It's not really expensive. We thought that getting the teams and the permit to go to the to do the circuit, it would be much expensive, but it wasn't. It's around per person around 5,000 rupees, so it's not really bad for what it includes, but yeah, it's a nice walk coming to here, and I'm going to show you some beautiful wildlife. I don't know what's happening with the dogs in here. They are super lazy. They are always sleeping and they don't have much energy.
You know what I'm thinking? Maybe in a past life you were a Nepalese dog.
Why?
Because all you do is sleep all day.
That's not true.
This must be like their version of Minnie Mouse. I think maybe they didn't have the glasses on when they painted it. So this is it. It's definitely open. I'm wondering whether we have to buy ticket. Maybe we buy it from here. Hopefully the ticket allows us to go on the rides. Yeah, well, there's definitely an entrance there, so we've got to buy a ticket here.
Adults, 60 rupees.
60 rupees?
Yeah, children and students, 30 rupees.
Oh, that's really good value. I would imagine though that you're going to have to pay for the rides inside as well, I think.
Yeah, well, at least we can go inside and have a look.
Yeah.
What's going on? The first rule of this park is no cameras to the people who is collecting the tickets. Why? No. But they say
strong here, eh?
once you cross the door, you are allowed to record everything, but before it's not allowed. So what is the point? No idea, but it's what it is.
Stronger rules than passport control. Don't think they even asked for the ticket, did they?
Yeah, they gave me the tickets and they just kept it for them. Yeah.
Right.
Well, what? Let's see. Let's enjoy the day as a normal Nepali person. Suppose this is like Disneyland.
So their version, yeah. Don't see any other white folk here, so this is a good start. We're purposely seeking out places where there are no other tourists. Nice to come to a place that locals come to. Although I'm not seeing any rides that are suitable for us yet. Maybe Xiomara, because you see she's quite small. You know,
the American Captain American?
I don't think so. I don't know what that is.
No, I've never seen it.
But yeah, the rides here are they're so far for children. So my 6'2" frame is not going to fit. And I'm hoping that music doesn't show up too loud on the video and we get a copyright.
Yeah.
So as for our plans, as I say, we're going to head for Pokhara tomorrow. We were intending to do the Annapurna circuit by the end of this week, or at least commence that journey. But again, being I wouldn't call us disorganised, but I would call us off-the-cuff travellers, meaning that we just make decisions in the moment, where to go, what to do. And so we found out that, like I say, there had been some landslides. The rainy season's actually kind of pushed into October, meaning that it's just not a safe time to go. So we're going to check out Pokhara and hopefully find some things to do there. That's going very fast.
That look very safe.
The Nepalese death trap. That's what I'm going to title this video. Right, you first, then me.
No, I think that if I go in that thing, probably I will be puking for the next days.
It wouldn't mind if there was like a bit of music to it, but it's kind of like this is what you get if you steal things. This is like corporal punishment, isn't it? Maybe we can try. There's another one over there as well.
Let's find another one for
No,
us.
do you want to walk through? The House of Horror. You get to the end and you find Xiomara's bag. Oh, the shock. We took our laundry to be done today as well, and it cost us 600 rupees, and He says that it will be ready by 6:30 today. Keep your fingers crossed, because if it's not, we are buggered. Particularly Xiomara, because I've basically worn the same clothes every day. But Xiomara, she's already rinsed through half of her bag.
Yeah, I can't. I am not as nomad as Wayne. So I definitely need to have my clothes clean. But I do have faith, hope. Sorry, I do have hope. The laundry company is going to have our clothes ready by this afternoon. Otherwise, we will have to leave all in here because we already bought our tickets to go to Pokhara, and then we cannot delay it.
I think we've reached the end now. Doesn't really look like there's any. Oh, we've got these little cars over here. Should we try these ones? Oh, you got the pirate ship as well. Or you can take a horse ride through the Nepali wilderness. I gotta say, I've seen more impressive theme parks, but for 60 rupees, this is fine. Although, like I say, whether they charge you to get on the ride, I assume they must, because it's so cheap. You must have to pay to get on each one. Should we pick one?
That one?
That one? Let's do it. You know it's going to be safe when they've got the welding equipment out. Oh, jeez. If we make it out of this alive, we can do anything. Thank you. Oh. Ready for the ride of our lives. The guy over there had his welding equipment out, so that kind of doesn't bode very well. The guy had his welding equipment out, fixing the metal. We might have a quick trip to Nepal, to Pokhara, but fly off. We're moving now. Hopefully I don't drop the camera. Oh god.
I'm going to cook all my dinner.
To be fair, it's not too extreme.
I haven't started yet. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Oh my god! I've got the death grip on the camera right now. I'm so done on this ride. I'm getting super dizzy now. Oh my god. Health and safety at its finest.
Oh, I think that is done now.
Oh my god.
I need want to put another song.
Oh no, please don't. Oh my god. I think. Oh, he's doing it again!
Where's he going?
He's trying to torture us! That was the longest, dizziest ride I've ever been on. Right now I feel so sick. I'm glad that I didn't eat some momos and some fried rice before that, because I kind of feel a little bit like... He was like really trying to torture us then, wasn't he? He's a naughty man, naughty man.
He's just a British guy.
That was 90 rupees each, which is like 70p or something. So really good value for money if you are a bit of a masochist. The Ferris wheel is spinning so fast, and I gotta say it doesn't look like it's like the best made, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's beyond me, that one, I reckon. As Xiomara just said, What did you just say?
It's like, oh my God, look at that.
No, I think the words out of your mouth are, I don't want to die today.
I don't want to die. That's how, yeah, you have more options of dying in that.
I am kind of like looking at this one though. I'm interested to see what this one's about. I'd be interested in going on it as long as it doesn't go for about 20 minutes like the last one, because like all I could feel was the things were moving up, shall we say. So I want to see what's going on this one. There's no one on it on the other side though, so it kind of, maybe it's imbalanced, I don't know. That's going really quick. I would say this place, it's actually quite a nice respite from the city, from the noise and the smells and dodging and ducking and diving from all the bikes and vendors and people trying to offer you narcotics. It's nice here just to have a little bit of open space.
We are in our way to the hotel. We are trying to find this motorbike or taxi or any way to take us back, because today is our last day in Kathmandu. We won't say maybe the last night in here, because probably we will come back after our circuit and our trekkings. But yeah, we are getting ready. Well, we are going to the hotel. We are going to start getting ready to wake up super early tomorrow, because we need to be in the bus station at 6 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, we are just trying to find out our way of coming back. We want to get maybe a motorbike that you can see the people in here kind of picks people up and then they go in the back. They don't wear any helmets, so it's not really safe, but we want to have like an adventure similar to them. So yeah, this is basically the way back. This is the big motorway that surrounds Tamil, and then you can find like the police station, the tourist center. You can find like a bus station down in the road, and then you have like these big bridges. It's the first time that we see bridges in this area. And then I think that in the front we have like,
well, we got some nice bridges around here. He knows.
I'm sick of you.
I don't want your criticism.
You understand me, right? You understand? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So yeah, we need to see if we can find one of these little motorbike taxis now. I have no idea how you get them though. I think maybe most people pick them up with some kind of app like an Uber or something. It's hard to kind of distinguish which one of the normal bikes and which one of the taxis. There's no kind of markings on them that I can tell, so when you've got these guys parked up at the side of the road, I've got no idea whether he's like offering his services or whether he's just waiting for a mate. I don't know. But yeah, we want to head back in now because, like Xiomara has mentioned, it's getting late, it's getting dark soon at least anyway, and I don't fancy being robbed, stabbed, murdered, any of the above.
You are so dramatic and so high. Seriously, I am hypochondriac with my health. He is very paranoid.
Well, at the very least, there's a bridge. Whey!
But anyway, it's so difficult to make like genuine friendships in this country. I have spoken with a few people, but you always have the sense that they are approaching you because they want to take something back from you. So this guy was saying hello, hola, trying to interact with me in Spanish, and I was so happy because it's like I love talking with people. But it's like, oh, I'm trekking guy, and it's like I don't want any guy. And I say, he said, no, and I say, no, we don't want any trekking guy. So you need to stop them, because instead of having a normal conversation, you know, like back and forward and having a nice feedback, and no, you can't, because they always want something in exchange, so it's super difficult. But anyway, apart of my complaining and my emotive moment, we are back to the hotel. We are
onto the bridges. So we've had no sign of the motorbike taxis yet. Xiomara asked one guy and he just looked at her like, what do you think? So that was a definitive no. So I think we're just going to walk a little bit closer to the centre, and then we're going to see if we can get one of the little pedal taxis. That's what I'm saying, with the haves and the have-nots. Fancy building with tennis courts, and right outside we've got people selling stuff on the streets. So definitely a country with polar opposite ends. Very intriguing though, very interesting. Now we're looking for that taxi. See if we can find it. Or the army or something here, what's going on? This is one of the ones that we want. One of these. It's the Popo.
You're very bad with these people because they are in a very survival mood, so they do what is needed to survive, and oh no, I feel very empathetic with them. Because yeah, I have the privilege to be raised in Spain, but I came from Colombia, and I know what is seeing people in this need, and I feel very bad. So I feel very bad because that could happen me, or could have been. Imagine that I wouldn't have this opportunity of being here. I could be in this situation. You don't choose where you're born. But yeah, I don't know. It's very traumatic sometimes to be around here. We are here, and then so we here, and then we want to go to Chhatrapati.
Chhatrapati, yes.
How much?
How much?
Chhatrapati, yes.
Yeah. How much you looking for two? How much?
300.
300.
150.
150.
No. Okay.
200.
200. 200.
100, 200. Yes.
That's right. 200.
Okay.
I'm excited for this experience.
Oh.
This side. Yeah, get down.
Okay. And we're on. This is our first experience of one of these, so not sure how he's going to navigate the streets because the streets are absolutely crazy, as you can see. It's amazing at these bicycles as well. It's amazing that they actually survive these journeys every day.
You are a very strong man.
Super strong legs.
I am enjoying this. It makes me feel good.
It's cozy, that's for sure, and it's a little bumpy, but it's fun. Total chaos. It's like there are too many bikes for the roads. You know, sometimes chaos works, and other times you get this. And I think this is probably not a fun experience for people who live here, having to deal with this every day. It looks fun as a tourist, but it must be absolute nightmare to be living here, having to contend with this every day to get home after a long day working. And we might have some movement. Unblocked itself, maybe. You probably begin to realise now why Kathmandu is rated as one of the most air polluted cities in the world, and it's because, as you can see, 12 million motorcycles in these little confined spaces in these narrow little streets. So the air right now is feeling quite gassy, is the word I would say. Or maybe is that you?
No, it's gassy and it's very dusty.
Dusty,
When you are walking around these streets, you can feel your eyes getting very dry and even your mouth. So one recommendation is drink a lot of water but it has to be the water from the bottles, obviously, because the water in here is not clean. You already have seen it in the last video, and that's it. Yeah.
Second day whilst we were here, I was wondering why the bottled water in the bathroom wasn't going down, and because Xiomara mentioned that she was brushing her teeth with the tap water.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Because I thought that it was potable water, but it obviously wasn't.
So if there are any stomach illnesses coming over the next few videos,
if you see me very frequently in the toilet, you might know why. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't fancy myself having those kind of struggles in this country, because the majority of the toilets in here are on the floor. So I don't imagine myself squatting having a belly problem. I don't know.
we're still not unjammed ourselves. Seems that everyone's in it for themselves, everyone's fighting to get through, and at the moment it's kind of just caused a backlog. You see, completely jammed here, jammed here, jammed here, and nobody's got anywhere to go. It's kind of we're in a bit of trouble right now, actually, by the looks of it, aren't we? Good job we're not in a rush anywhere.
Well, we have to go and collect our laundry, but we are still having an hour and a half.
Okay.
So we are okay.
So you see just how tight things are here now. Good work. Maybe this is starting to make things happen. Things are moving. The problem is all the cars. Because like, how do we get through the cars? The motorbikes can get through, but we're obviously a bit bigger than that. Giving up. Things are slowly starting to untangle themselves, but still we've moved only a few feet, but we'll get there. It's kind of, as I say, starting to unworm itself a little bit now. Really skilled drivers around here to be able to navigate these streets and not have bumps and dints and take people's toes off. It's like the selfishness, isn't it? Like people are not patient and taking their time, and that's what's just blocking it up again.
Yeah, it's definitely something that it happens in here. People is not patient. They just want to be the first at everything, so they don't care about what other people is doing. It's just they want to feed their needs, and that's it. The other ones, whatever.
Like that. We're going again. Nothing more to say on it apart from that. Buddy tourists, get out of the way. Hey, we're on the home straight. Get those legs working now. Gotta watch out for these potholes. You feel what?
I feel a little bit like I got like a opposite feelings about doing this because it makes me feel guilty about the guy who is actually pushing this cart to take us to the place. But I also think, yeah, we are giving him money, so that's gonna help him to survive.
It's a job,
and that's
isn't
what
it?
he's doing it. But it makes me feel a little bit sad because he's pulling with our weights. Like I am 60 kilograms. He's how many kilograms are you? Like 80 kilograms?
Don't
And
know.
I don't know how many kilograms is this. Probably it's around, I don't know, 50 kilograms. And then he's only a tiny person who is capable to pull this. So it's very impressive the strength that these people have in their legs.
We're back again. God damn it. You're watching this video, don't ever complain about the traffic jams in England ever again.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
The strong man.
You are pretty strong man.
Namaste.
Namaste. That now delivers us back to our abode, and from that, hope you got a good sense of the city of Kathmandu, a bit more raw, and maybe an idea whether you want to go to the fun park. So, on that note, we're leaving it here.
Adios. Adios. Have a good day. See you in the next one.
Welcome to the Wonderland.